difference between someone who is a good leader and someone who is a bad leader. And the difference is literally as simple as this. I'll tell you in a minute, after the intro thingy. How's it going, guys? Welcome to my channel. Don't forget the like, subscribe thing. I'm here, I'm new. This is my first time doing a YouTube video, and be gentle with me, be kind, because this could be a fucking car crash, but you never know. So who am I? My name is Richard Crawford Small. You can call me RCS, and I am a business owner, entrepreneur, bum, van owner, biker, husband, father, lots of different roles, right? But I'm here to talk to you in the guise of a business owner. Now, I've been running my own business for like 12 years, and some of it actually has been pretty successful, and some of it's been good. Some of it has been an absolute fucking car crash. And over those times, I've learned a few things, and I've set up this YouTube channel to basically share what I've learned, create a community, have some engagement, have a bit of fun. I've tried LinkedIn, not really my place. It's like where all the grown-ups hang out and they don't really get my sense of humor. And Facebook's fun, but you know what? I've never really gone for it on LinkedIn. And I've created lots of videos and lots of live content, and I'm really happy to be here and share it with you. So let's get on with this. So one thing about being a business owner is it's quite lonely, and the mindset of a employee is different to that of being a business owner. And what I think the mindset is you have to take the mindset of being a leader. Now, that sometimes doesn't come naturally to a lot of people. It didn't actually to me. You know, I've served in the Royal Navy. I was in the Navy for 8 years when I left school. And I went through their leadership and management training program, RM SLAM, School of Leadership and Management. Wasn't as much fun as the school of Royal Naval School of Dancing, formerly known as Joanna's Nightclub in Portsmouth, which is no longer there. But, you know, I learned a few things. And obviously since then, I've been in the corporate world. I've had different roles. And I think leadership is definitely something that's learned. It's a learned skill. It's not something that perhaps we were born with. You know, so he's a born leader, he's a natural leader. I don't really think that's the case. It's definitely something that can be learned. And also, some people are better at it than others. I have worked with some amazing, amazing leaders, really, really talented people. And I've worked with some absolute narcissistic fuckwits. And I'm going to share with you right now, okay, the difference, the key difference, I think, in leadership, right? The difference between someone who is a good leader and someone who is a bad leader. And the difference is literally as simple as this, is giving a shit. Caring, actually caring about the people that you're working with, but also actually caring about your customers, about your clients, caring about other human beings. You're in business to serve, okay? It's as simple as that. These are all my beliefs, right? You don't agree, disagree, whatever, but I'd love to hear in the comments below actually what your perspective on it all is, you know, what your thoughts and philosophies are. But from my point of view, I'm a sales and marketing consultant, coach. My job is to help people make money. Ultimately, it's to help feed the beast of the business. You know, you've got three parts to it: sales and marketing, operations, and finance. Finance, not really my thing, if I'm honest. Kind of wish I was better at that, but you know, can't be good at everything. Operations, you know, how you deliver the service. Yeah, I'm kind of quite good at that. But my real love, sales and marketing, right, is the creative side, the energetic side, feeding the beast, how you feed money into your business, how you get leads, how you convert those leads, how you turn all of that into revenue, into money. We're in business, we're here to make money, right? Ultimately, that's what it's about. But there are ways you can do it. And you're here, I believe, to serve. And if you create something of value, then you generate revenue. But it's that service thing that I think a lot of people forget. You're here to serve your customers, not the other way around. And leadership, from my point of view, is all about how you do that and taking those big steps forward. And a lot of us as entrepreneurs, business owners, it's a lonely place, it's a challenging place, and you're on your own. If you're currently, in a role, in a job, thinking about taking the step out into the world of self-employment, entrepreneurship, whatever you want to call it, one thing that you're going to notice straight away is that the phone stops ringing. The phone stops ringing. You've got to go out there and you've got to go and get your own customers. You've got to generate your own revenue. You don't have a marketing team feeding you. You don't have a call center feeding you. You don't have anything feeding you. You've got to go out and do it yourself. And that requires you to demonstrate leadership. You've got to go and tell people what you can do. You have to demonstrate to them that you understand the problem that they have. Ultimately, I think if you serve, you want to solve someone's problem for them, right? Lots of people out there who have big problems, and you have a skill, a talent, an ability to solve that problem for them. So how are you going to tell all these people? Well, you've got to go out there and do it, right? You've got to go out there and put your face in front of a camera. You've got to go and maybe present on stage. You've got to talk to people and tell them how you serve. Now, that may strike fear into your heart. That might hit you right here, and you might just be, oh God, no. Oh, I can't do that. Oh God, think of anything else. But, well, unfortunately, I'm also here to tell you that no one cares. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. You got to do it yourself. You got to get yourself out there. You've got to motivate yourself. You got to find it in yourself to get through all of those limiting beliefs, all of those challenges in your head that are going to stop you from doing it. You've got a goal, haven't you? You're doing this because you've got a goal. You've got something that you want to achieve. It might be a better life for yourself, a better life for your family. It might even be simply as more money. Freedom, I think, is what a lot of people are looking for. Freedom. It's a turbulent world. It's a crazy world. There's lots of negative energy, bad vibes out there, man. And sometimes you just have that desire to go it your own way. I absolutely did. I absolutely had that desire just to go it my own way, do my own thing. And I have an awful lot of freedom, right? I can sit one afternoon and watch the entire Star Wars trilogy back to back. No one can tell me off. No one's coming looking for me. I can go to the gym. I can do whatever I like because I have earned that freedom. I'm running my own business. I've earned that freedom. When you're employed, you have someone to answer to. Your paymasters, they don't generally like you doing that kind of thing. What are you doing? Watching Star Wars when you should be doing some sort of spreadsheet. No, you won't be doing it. But freedom is something that you have to get. You have to work for. You have to fight for it. And that comes at a price. The sacrifices, all these different things, the late nights, the early mornings, the lack of work-life balance, the pressure, the financial pressure, all of that. And these are all different things, different ideas, different concepts, and different things I'm going to be exploring in this channel. And I'm going to start with this. Prolific beats perfect every single time. Why have I started with that? I started with it because for me, it's kind of really important when you're starting off in anything, right? Now, you may be watching this and you might be starting your own business. You might be watching this and you might have been running your own business for 30, 40 years. It doesn't matter. The process is still the same, right? Now, one of the big obstacles I see very, very often from my clients and from people generally is overthinking and looking for perfection. Now, perfection is a myth. It doesn't exist. What does exist are the resources that you have right now. So let me paint you a story, okay? So again, back into the world of sales and marketing. So let me start at the beginning. And for me, it all begins with one thing, okay? It all begins with mindset. It all begins with what's in here. And your mindset controls your everything. Where your self-image is the key to growth. Now, transparency and honesty time, okay? I know this because I have and continue to struggle with self-image, with my mindset. I have to work really, really, really hard to be able to do things like this, to be able to get over the imposter syndrome, get over the anxiety of sharing what I want to do, sharing what I want to say. Just like many, many people, right? Just having to get over these things. Now, the mindset that I have taken is a mindset of action. By doing these things, they get easier. By doing the hard things, it all gets easier. By me doing something like this, I'm adding value, I'm sharing something with you that may help you, okay? That's the action I'm taking. Now, the opposite of all of that is that you don't do this, you don't take that action. And the pain that you will feel from not taking the action is greater than the pain that you'll feel from taking the action and moving forward positively. Now, that's something that I knew and I know, but even knowing it, taking that big step forward is a very, very difficult thing to do. So if you're doing that, I absolutely salute you guys, for taking these big, big steps forward, because it is hard. I know it's hard because I'm coming from the same place as you. Now, one of the things that can help you in all of that is to reevaluate your definition of success. Now, if I ask you right now, what does success mean to you? What would you say? I'd love to hear in the comments. What would you say? What would your definition of success be? Would it be fast car? Would it be big house? Would it be, as Rod Tidwell says in the amazing film Jerry Maguire, the Kwan? Would that be your definition of success? It's an interesting one. My definition of success, or the definition of success I've chosen to adopt, probably a better way of saying it, is that success simply means completing an action that I have designed. Think about that. Success for me is simply about completing an action that I have designed. So I have designed something in my mind. I've made the decision that I'm going to create a video. Now, at the end of this, regardless of how good it is, I have been successful. I have done that job. I have created the YouTube video. I have done the thing. Now, the quality of that's for a different thing, but I've been successful at creating the video. Now, if the purpose of the video was to entertain, inspire, enlighten, amuse, and it doesn't do any of that shit, then okay, maybe it's not been successful. But I'm not the one who can judge that. I'm not the one who can give me that insight. You are the ones who can give me that insight. And please give me the insights. Like, no, you failed on all fucking counts, Richard. You failed. Okay, I'll take that on the chin. We'll talk about failure another time, but today we're going to talk about success and how that impacts your mindset. So, taking these small successes builds a beautiful story for you. It builds a history of success as opposed to building a history of failure. We focus on our failures. I have folded businesses. I have liquidated businesses. And I have learned from my failures, but I often fail to celebrate the success. One of those businesses generated £1 million in revenue. Okay. Now, that was the success. What do I look at? I look at how it tanked. We all need to focus on the successes, because then that plays into the mindset and allows us to move forward. These are all really, really simple things. And I'm just sharing with you what I have learned. So getting your head in the right place is the number one thing. And I don't care where you are in business. I don't care everybody suffers from imposter syndrome. Okay, you know, even the people who say they don't suffer from imposter syndrome, I call bullshit on that one, I'm afraid, because so many people suffer from it, therefore everybody must suffer from it. So therefore it's not a unique condition, it's still something you've got to work through, something you've got to move forward through. So back to the point. So, you know, getting your mindset aligned with everything is the key. And the self-image part of it is where you visualize yourself. Now, when you're thinking about taking big steps forward, try visualizing yourself having done it. Try visualizing yourself being successful. And that makes the whole thing actually quite a lot easier. So back to leadership. Now, leadership is super important. So once you get your mind right, once you kind of get everything locked in and you're able to take that positive action, you're able to move forward, you can demonstrate it. And that for me is demonstrating leadership. And you demonstrate that you care, demonstrate that you give a shit about your customers, demonstrate that you care about your suppliers, your partners, you know, all the people in your world. I mean, demonstrate that you care. They will follow you. And if you're leading them down a path, you've got a strategy, you've got a plan, you've got, hey, I know where I'm going. Hey, I know where I'm going, but you know what? I'm a little bit scared about all of this. That demonstrates leadership, right? Vulnerability. Leadership also builds trust. Trust is built on credibility, it's built on authenticity, and it's built on reliability. Now, the credibility aspect of it is you can demonstrate that over time. Authenticity, vulnerability shows that you're a human being. And I think a lot of leaders feel that they can't express who they are as humans. That's not leadership. That's really not leadership. Leadership, follow people. They want to follow you. So, and one of the big groups of people that you are going to have to lead are your customers, are your clients, your tribe. Think about it, building a tribe, building a community. You're going to have to lead them. And the way you do that is by putting yourself out there with a clear message, not like this, but with a clear message, articulated well, again, not like this, with a clear plan, a solid message with a plan. So what I'd like you to do is take a moment, okay, and just close your eyes and just think about the type of leader you want to be. Try and visualize yourself in that space. What kind of leader are you? Who are you? What is it you do? How do you help? How do you serve? How do you add value? And how are you going to communicate that to your tribe? And that, just taking that really, really simple action will move you forward quite a long way. So that'll do for today. Listen, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules and dropping in on my channel. If you've watched it through this far, again, thank you very much. Appreciate you for being here. And I mean that. Not in a, hey, I appreciate you. No, I do appreciate it. I'm a big fan of YouTube. I'm a big consumer of content on YouTube. It's partly why I decided to get involved, because I've had so much value from all of the really talented, intelligent, incredible people who share on YouTube. And I thought I'd just join it to bring the level down a little bit. Only kidding. No, I thought I'd join it because I've got, I have a message I want to give. I'm pretty sure I can add value to people, and if I can help them in any small way, absolutely would love to do that. So leave a comment if anything has resonated with you, anything's clicked, anything that you want to explore. Ask a couple of questions. I'll get back to as many people as I can. Hey, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.